It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know.
With you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. In this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run again with Walker, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on
his play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem, but apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on third down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
McDonald sets to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McDonald looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Yeah, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Sticking with Walker on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt, and it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with McDonald. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. His throw incomplete. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Throwing is McDonald. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands. He does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On the counter, it's Connor. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, McDonald. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going up top for Miller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they get the football. They'll set up.
Interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this
rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. See the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Here's Watson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's McDonald to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Back to throw. McDonald. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Connor will score. Touchdown, Packers. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Walker now on 1st and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, McDonald. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, McDonald. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
McDonald sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
McDonald completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun again to Connor. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is McDonald. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's McDonald. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. James Conner with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Allen. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Connor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Packers.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. Touchdown, Packers. Sky Moore from a yard out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Succop for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Paris Campbell, 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw again. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's going to go up top again. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, McDonald.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
From the gun, McDonald. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
but plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. Looking to throw, McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cole McDonald, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give, now Watson. Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Watson off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll give it to the fullback on the option. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there or the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw. McDonald. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. McDonald. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. McDonald sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 3rd down, McDonald. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. McDonald being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Connor going to try and run it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Running left is Walker. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 55, Packers 37.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down, McDonald. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers are going to get the football.